Back before Ozzy Osbourne hit the screen, America's favorite television dad was Mike Brady. But if you looked closely at any of the Brady Bunch memorabilia, you never see the face of Robert Reed. Now, was it because of his secret life? In today's headline story, we talk with the only daughter of the actor.
This entire story to me is completely sad. A waste of two lives that could have been spent together.
10 years after her father's death, 45-year-old Karen Baldwin is still working to mend a broken heart. Her father was a man she barely knew for most of her life, but ironically a man we all knew as the all-American dad.
It's the story of a man named Brady.
Karen is the only child of actor Robert Reed, Mike Brady, from the classic 70s sitcom The Brady Bunch. In her first interview ever, she shared these never-seen photos of her father, who grew up poor on an Oklahoma turkey farm. And this, perhaps his first starring role in a 1953 college film project. Karen talks exclusively with Inside Edition about growing up not a Brady.
It was absolutely surreal. It was like two different worlds. And then whenever everybody went to bed at night, my family here, I would be left to think.
Karen says her parents had a bitter divorce when she was a toddler, and she was raised by her mother outside of Chicago, far from Reed and his Hollywood career. Reed loved children, and unable to take his own daughter on vacation, he gave cameras to everyone in his TV family and took them on vacations around the world. This is never-before-seen footage of the off-stage Brady Bunch during those vacations.
I think he cared for us greatly, and I think we were probably one of the single most consistent things in his life.
A spider! A big, hairy spider!
That's Karen in pigtails when she finally did visit her father in Hollywood during the 9th grade. She appeared as Marcia's friend in the Brady Bunch slumber party episode. The trip was joyous. Reed even broke down and cried when he took Karen to the airport for her flight home. But they drifted apart. For 10 long years, there was no contact at all until 1986, when Karen, who had married, had news she wanted to share.
It's funny, as soon as I got pregnant and as soon as I knew, he was the first one I called.
Reed was overjoyed, and he and Karen finally discovered a relationship that both had missed since her birth. But there were dark days ahead that Karen had no way of predicting.
The very day that he got the message that he was going to be a grandfather, he got the results that he was HIV positive on the very same day.
Reed never told Karen about his HIV. She says she always suspected the truth about his homosexuality, but it was a subject they never discussed.
I'm just sorry that he was so mortified that his sexual preference would ever come to light, and so afraid that it would ruin his career or ruin his persona as Mike Brady. I'm just sorry he ever had to go through that.
What Karen didn't know was that Reed had also been diagnosed in the late stages of intestinal cancer. In May of 1992, she flew to be by his side as he lay dying.
He told me that this was going to be the greatest journey of his life, and that if he could send me signals, he would once he got there. And I've been waiting ever since.
Karen does want to clear up 2 points that nag her to this day. First, Robert Reed died from cancer, not AIDS, as the press often reports. And here's the second point. This is an original picture of the Brady Bunch. And here's how it appeared on a recent Brady Bunch calendar without Robert Reed. It's long been rumored that Reed is missing from Brady Bunch memorabilia because of a sense of shame over his secret life. It isn't true. Reed refused to sell the rights to his image because he didn't feel he'd been offered enough money.
You turned around and did the same thing to Jenny.
I feel awful. What can I do?
It's ironic that most of us remember Robert Reed as Mike Brady because he hated playing the part. But maybe Reed and his alter ego weren't really that different after all.
I think that he had a tremendous amount of love to give. I just don't think that he was given the opportunity to show exactly what he was made of. When I die, he will be waiting for me at the heaven's gates with open arms, and it's not a final thing. I just have to wait till I get there.
Robert Reed left the bulk of his estate to his grandson.
Still to come.